I don't know, I just think Mutanus is too slow. And so is Bolner. Like, yeah, they're sick cards and all, but at what cost? Do you play Diablo Immortal? No. I will not play that game. I'm not going to support Blizzard making a game that costs $100,000, if not more, to be competitive. We're going to keep basically everything here. Card draw. This could be good a little bit later. Embracing Cold, if we draw a slightly more expensive spell, could be really good. It's just a pretty solid hand overall. And if it ends up being Quest Warrior again, I mean, you got freezing and healing, so it's fine. I mean, we're not going to go into the Hearthstone, is it pay to win or not debate, because it's not. And so I'm down to support this game, because it's just like, it's a card game. All card games, you have to spend money to get cards sometimes, and it's fairly free to play. But Diablo Immortal is just at a whole other level, probably the most pay to win game I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've played a lot of mobile games and other games that have been pay to win. It is unreal, the ridiculousness that Blizzard is trying to get away with Diablo Immortal. And don't get me wrong, it looks like a sick game, and I watched some streams of it, and I think it's a very well-made game. I just also think that nobody in their right mind should ever spend that much money on a mobile game. Like, you could, with $100,000 to max out a character, you could literally buy a house, or buy a very nice car, or set your kids up for college if you put it into a good fund and just save it for a while. Like, it's so much better. Do you not have a phone? I don't have a problem that it's on mobile. In fact, for a mobile game, it looks phenomenal. It's just the problem is, it's insane, like how expensive it is. There's no reason to do that to a person. Nothing to freeze with wind chill. We'll just hit him in the face and play that again. We might end up playing Totem and double wind chilling it so we can draw some cards. Without having any targets, this is kind of a lackluster. Oh, shoot, we actually have a target now. Sick. We could coin out Command of Neptune, kill that off, go face for a little bit more, and then set up that later. Yeah, let's do that, actually. That's really, really good for us. So this goes here, these go face. He can go Shield Shatter and wipe this board. But if we can bait out some removal, we could potentially play Coral Creeper soon, or Coral Keeper, not Creeper, sorry. Which is just overall solid. We need a fire spell. I think this deck lacks fire spells is the problem. Well, it's got the scroll to basically set up if we're missing a fire or frost or nature. But we've got like 3 early free or frost spells, which isn't as important as, say, an extra early fire spell or something. I don't know. Imagine paying for college USA things. Look, man, the USA is great. We're going to freeze that and draw a card, see if we can get anything. It's not a bad card. I hate that targets are chosen randomly. If this said they choose enemy minions, I would be so happy about this card, but it doesn't say that. That is indeed a fire spell. We'll keep both alive by a little bit. And I'll probably just play Bracing Cold to reduce the cost of a card in hand. And we can play this whenever, it's fine, it's not that big of a deal. I want to play the Coral Keeper next turn, or the turn after that. I don't know if I want to play Don't Sin the Fire. I say, wait, what did I say? Did I say Command of Neptune instead of Neptulon? My bad. I tried an Overload Shaman. Interesting. How did it go? This gets me 2 3/3s, right? Which isn't bad. Essentially, it's a 5 mana, 9/10. I just think there needs to be, ooh. I like the Wild Pog Cavern, don't get me wrong. I actually really, really do like it. Ooh. We could play this. And it almost guarantees wipes the board. The only problem is it could kill off my own minions with Chain Lightning, which I don't want to see happen. So it might just be a don't stand in the fire kind of turn. And then Chain Lightning, 1 extra minion. And then we can play Brilliant Macaw. Snowfall Guardian doesn't really matter too much. We're basically just gonna go don't stand the fire. And then Chain Lightning on whatever ends up living. And going face with these. Saving some healing because I'm assuming he's gonna hit me in the face a little bit. And now Brilliant Macaw is gonna be even stronger. Oh no, the problem with the Wrathpine Enchanter is that the spells that I have, like several of them are good, but several of them are kind of meh as well. The genius of watching live streams is the value you receive from a professional player's experience, adding to your profit because you also include your own weaknesses to set the stage for improval. Or, wait. Did you have a thing that you said before you started all that? 100K for a house? Where? Also, any place that's in like the Midwest is, you could buy a house for extremely cheap, like $100,000. If not, you could like rent a place or buy a place with like somebody else, because there are ways that you could probably do that. You could buy a house with somebody else included, and then you can also like you could spend more money than you theoretically have to buy a house because of how loans work, and then you just rent the house. Like that's like one of the best ways if you have a decent amount of money but not a lot. Buy a house, take out a loan, rent it so it pays the mortgage and the interest, and then eventually your loan will be paid and then you'll make a profit. And then when the mortgage is done, you just have free real estate basically. But anyway, so buy a house for 100K in the Midwest with that with what job/income? I mean, obviously you're gonna have jobs in the Midwest. What are you talking about? Chain Lightning kills off this and that. Well, it doesn't kill off this actually. I'd have to trade in once, but that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. And then I guess hit. We can play this to get a couple more minions. I should have played the scroll first. We're gonna hit and then we're gonna decide. Sorry, I should have gone a little bit faster, I think. We will take Scalding Geyser, and we're not gonna play it this turn because I ran out of time. But we want to play Scalding Geyser and pick the scroll so we can draw it next turn. I should have gone faster, but I didn't want to like run out of time and not do it. I basically was talking about real estate for some reason. That's bad, but not the worst. What? I think Blizzard are starting to also target influencers like yourself to pump money into the game for content, whether it's hyping the game up or ripping it apart. That's actually... Wait, that's actually really true. Wait, that's actually so true. Because, like, one of the big things that Asmongold's doing is, like, I'm trying to bring awareness to how bad the situation is. But what if that's exactly what Blizzard wants? Literally, 2 of my best cards are at the bottom. That's crazy. I'll just probably play this in Hero Power, I guess. We can't kill that off, unfortunately, so we'll just hit him in the face. This is kind of a kind of weird situation to be in, because he got a lot of value off of that. Europe's better than the US? Eh. I mean, definitely to some aspect. I don't know. I feel like getting into a whole debate about that is a lot, so I'm not going to go into that right now. It's just not something I would like to discuss. But like, anyway, yeah, Asmongold's like, I want to bring awareness, but really he's just pumping thousands of dollars in. Same with that other guy who was like, I'm gonna spend $10,000, right? On, to try to get one of those like legendary gems. And then he got nothing. But really, at the end of the day, all he did was give Blizzard $10,000. And if they've got a couple of creators doing that, and a couple of other people following along because they're like, oh, I kind of want to do this. That could be fun. It's kind of crazy. I guess we play you now. I mean, we're going to get Neptulon, and it's going to dredge something to the top of my deck, which is pretty good, honestly. I guess I technically should have hit face with my 1/1, right? Geyser hits my face. Dude, if it literally just said hits an enemy minion, I'd be so happy. But sadly, it does not. I guess we go double trade hero power and go face. And then we're probably gonna play Brilliant Macaw and do that again next turn. This is a Hearthstone stream, not a political forum to talk about ideas. True. You're against me? Nice! I hope we're having a good one, because I'm about to mop the floor with you. And get wrecked. We play the bird. We get copies of the things again. Yeah, it's fine. Again, I wish Scalding Geyser could target enemies, but it's fine. Cool. We need Scalding Geyser to hit this. Nice! That was super good. What the heck? What else do we want to dredge to the top here? Multicaster for sure, right? We have to draw cards. We actually like have to draw cards here. Play another one and pass. I think we get outscaled because we don't have Mutanus to Ikazaka-san. I think this deck has some cool potential and some nice promise, but at the end of the day, it gets outscaled by Warrior. Like, the amount of armor they gain is something that I literally just cannot deal with. Like, we've literally maximized almost everything, and it's still not enough. Like, then we're gonna draw a bunch of cards, and then what? Right? I don't know, we're still in the game. Like, the game's definitely not over. We still have Brucon to do some good damage. We still got another Ratspine Enchanter with Glaciate, which we could potentially pop off with. Like, there's definitely a world where we're still gonna win. Or we still can win, sorry. We draw 3 cards, see if we can get another multicaster to draw real quick. I'd rather freeze my own minion to draw a card and then go Bracing Cold. We get Scalding Geyser. No, that was a misplay. But we need the other multicaster, and he happens to be at the bottom, so cool. That's actually not bad. Heal myself and hit him. I actually think maybe Bracing Cold isn't good, but I did want to have more early game stuff, so instead of Bracing Cold, is there a cheap fire and or nature spell that I could... I guess I could use... No, I need the late game, though. Maybe take out 1 Bracing Cold and put in an extra Glaciate so you have an extra card to play that way. I'm not sure. What do you think the weakest class in Hearthstone is right now? I actually don't know. That's an interesting question. I actually don't really have a good answer for you in that one. Okay, there goes a Snowfall Guardian. Luckily, he doesn't have that big of a board, so it's not like that really matters, right? Let's draw some cards real quick.
I've heard of it.
Wind Chill, Scroll, Geyser. Oh, man. Wait, if this goes on anything except Glaciate. Or Wind Chill. So 3 of the 5 are good options here. Okay, it went on that. That's actually really good. So we get to play you. Then we get to play you. I would like another one of these. That's not bad. Then we go Scalding Geyser here and rush in, and then we get the Sunken Scroll. We rush in. We save Wind Chill. There's no real reason to play it yet. There's nothing to target. We can play at least 1 Glaciate. We don't really have any other nature spells to play for when we get the Enchanter, but we will get at least a couple of things off of Glaciate. We have a couple of them in my hand. Winning is for nerds. Cool kids do it for the memes. True, it's what I'm doing. Dude! What do you mean, man? What do you mean? Oh, we don't have any direct damage spells anymore. Draw a card. Freeze that. Honestly, not bad. He's already used a decent amount of removal. This might be a turn where we play the Coral Keeper. No, I think this is a turn where we play Glaciate. See if he tries to, like, wipe the board. And then we can play Coral Keeper after, because he could play Brawl. Well, actually... No, if he plays Brawl, I'm fine with that. If he plays Brawl, I'm actually chilling with that. Okay. I want the next card to be Brucon, please. We know what the bottom two are, but we want it to be Brucon, not Wildpaw Cavern, although Wildpaw Cavern isn't bad either. Bioluminescence was almost super duper good. I would have done that first. I would have dredged something at the top first so I knew what I was gonna draw. Ooh, okay. Well, now he knows the two of the cards he's gonna get, which is not great. We can go Don't Stand the... No, we want to... He's down to one card. He's literally down to, like, top decking every turn, which I'm perfectly fine with. We got Brucon, which is what we wanted. I think we actually go Bioluminescence, and then we go Don't Stand the Fire. That'll be 15 damage. That's not enough to wipe everything, though, which is a problem. Deal 6. 2 taunt minions. Kill the 1/3, so he has to trade in. And then we also get to hero power with something else as well. Deal 6. 2 taunts. We have 2 extra mana, which is pretty cool, I guess. We don't really need to heal, but I mean, if we trade here, at least healing is at least somewhat useful. And then we go face with the rest. So he's got like a 1 in 5 chance of getting Brawl here. Kazakusan wouldn't be great. No, wait, he's not going the version with Kazakusan, it looks... Well, no, he could still... No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. He trades that away. Decent survival. I think we do go Bioluminescence, Don't Stand in the Fire. We've got another Don't Stand in the Fire, so I mean, like, it's not like we're losing value off of this. That's 10. That'll be 15 damage, and then we go face, and we get to play this as well. We don't hero power, but that's fine. Don't Stand in the Fire for 15 damage. Actually, I guess we want to maximize value, right? No. Yeah, we do want to maximize value. Or maybe we do this and try to get a big taunt minion so we can't draw an extra card. No, let's do that. We still have a Glaciate in hand. I'll go with that, I guess. I mean, if he top decks like Brawl, I think I lose, right? Wildpaw Cavern and some healing is not bad. And then we just wait until we draw our last couple of cards. 7/7 for stats, I mean, yeah. We might have actually successfully outvalued this warrior. Although I'm not sure. If he has Kazakusan, I do lose. He draws an extra card. Not great. He did draw Brawl. I knew that was going to happen eventually, though. I can't be too upset about it. The 3/4 lives, which is cool, I guess you could say.
Anybody?
Snowfall Guardian doesn't really do that much. We heal 6. Snowfall Guardian to freeze, but we can't play that in Wildpaw Cavern at the same time. I don't want to play Glaciate because I want to play that with you. So we're gonna do this heal, go face. That's big. Okay, that's huge. We get to play the Enchanter next turn, and it's Don't Stand in the Fire to wipe the board. Oh, as well as deal 6 damage to his face, and we also get a decently sized minion. I mean, he's mostly out of armor, right? He's got weapon removal, he's got probably Kazakusan. Oh my, whoa! Oh my, whoa! I think mine's better than his. I actually think mine's better than his. No cap. 1, 2, 3, 8. Yeah, mine's definitely better than his, because, like, if he has a minion on the board, I rush in and it can do some nice damage over the top. Boom, we get Glaciate and Don't Stand the Fire, neither of which will target me ever. And then we Hero Power. I don't even get to choose what we get here, but I mean, okay, we get the same dude as last time. Sure, why not? He gets a little weapon. We do 6 damage to his face. We get another taunt minion. We've got Gaia. And even if he has Kazakhstan, he can theoretically gain armor this turn. He can gain 1 if he hits this and then hero powers. Okay, he's not going the version with Kazakhstan, which is wild to me. Oh, he gains 8 armor off of that. That's fair. Okay. So I'm assuming, like, let's just hypothetically say he has the captain, right? The captain is 9 damage plus Restaurant Viper, which does nothing. So 9, 11, 12, 13. I take 13 damage. So I'm pretty sure I just do this, go face. Unless there's a way I can win. I've got 8 damage. I can't come up with 9 more. So we do this. Kill that off. We're overloaded 1. I don't care. Get 2 taunt minions, hit him in the face. This becomes unfrozen, so you can attack next turn. And I mean, the only way we really lose is if it's Brawl. And then if it's Restaurant Viper, we can still Gaia run into it. And I think we can still beat him. Is Korak a good card? I think Korak's a pretty cool card, yeah. Brukon's weak last game. This stream, Brukon next, please. No, I mean, Brukon, I think, is kind of weak in a more aggressive, fast deck. Like, yes, he's a good finisher, but in a deck like this, where you plan to have the game go kind of long, like, that's a deck that I think is better, I guess you could say, for Brukon. Like, he's a great finisher in aggressive decks, I guess, but he's also a dead card a lot of the time. Or he feels kind of meh. Like, essentially, he becomes like an 8-mana fireball that maybe gives you a second one. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, he still heals you and whatever, but it's better, I think, in a more mid-range or slower deck, because the healing and the board wipe and the 2 taunt minions are also still very useful. But I don't know, this deck turned out to be pretty decent. If he was running the Kazakhstan version or the charge version, I'm dead many turns ago. But, like, this is the version people have been running recently, and I'm not a huge fan of it. Why no Ambassador? I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about putting Ambassador in for potentially, like, decent late game play to help me out value. I could take out, like, 1 Bracing Cold because I don't think I need 2. In fact, I don't even know if I need 1, but we'll see. Okay, so this is what I like to call Rainbow Shaman, okay? And the idea behind Rainbow Shaman is you play a lot of different types of spells. You draw cards off a multicaster, you get pop-off moments with a Coral Keeper as well as the Wrathspine Enchanter, and I'm not gonna lie, Mutanus isn't a bad card to have. Wait, I don't run Bran. Interesting. I run Bolner, but not Bran. I could probably run Bran if I wanted to. So let's see here, what do I want to keep? Mutanus is a bit slow. 2 early spells, all 3 spell schools relatively early on, so if I draw multicast, we get to draw a lot of cards here. I'm actually fine with that. Your quest? Okay. So I think this actually means we don't play Scalding Geyser right away. I think this means we hold out for a little bit. Because we have to Scalding Geyser that and dredge something to the top. And we're probably going to have to coin out this turn 4, which is fine. I'm actually totally okay with that. Biggest nut face ever in that clip. I clip you all the time. You do? Interesting. So, Brukon is definitely going to be good. But the problem is, I don't really need him right now. I think Sleepbreaker is better, because it's a good turn 3 play, right? We play Sleepbreaker and Windchill on the same turn. Don't Stand in the Fire is great removal, but we already have removal with Command of Neptune. We don't really need either of these yet, so we're going to go Sleepbreaker for now. I think that's fine. You clip me all the time. Well, dueling charisma, if there's a way to get me the clips that you clip, let me know. Like, if you can share them with me in some way, or it's saved on a playlist and you give me access or something, that'd be awesome. Oh? Okay, Sleep Breaker, hit the 2/3, it's fine. We draw a card. There's a new Quest Warrior deck at the moment, slightly slower, it runs me Tannis. Dude, I've always said a slower control warrior would be insane, especially after Nelly was made, where you can have like 3 extra pirates late game so you don't have to stack it as hard early game. Like, I've said that so many times that it'd be broken. Let's freeze the 2/3, I guess. I guess Wildpaw Cavern turn 4 might be better. But I think what we're gonna have to do is it's gonna have to be coin this out turn 4, play this turn 5 after we kill off a couple of minions.
Glory, I'm here for the goal.
Yeah, it's fine.
What do I take?
It's a lot of pressure though, being exerted. We kill off the 3 and then the 2/3. We could also play Don't Stand in the Fire, actually, over the Neptune card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, actually, that's perfect removal. That literally is perfect removal. That's 10 HP exactly. Then we still get to play this turn 4, and it's not that bad. Then this turn 5, or this turn 6, rather, sorry. Brucon being on the bottom for healing is a little bit of a problem. Okay.
We're gonna need more gunpowder.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good at all, actually. Damn. We're gonna take too much damage. We basically, like, had the game, but now we don't because we couldn't deal with the 4/3. It was pretty close. We almost had it. We were, like, that close to winning the game. But unfortunately, we are not able to. Because that just does so much damage to my face. Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, we do that and we can wind chill the other one. So we can go like bonk here, freeze the 4. No, we kill that. And then we freeze the 3/3, so that way this can potentially win me the game. I mean, he's gonna have to draw Mr. Smite, right? I mean, if he draws Mr. Smite, we lose. How many more pirates does he need? He needs 1 more to get Rokara. We can't play Mutanus, unfortunately. Oh, it's not even like we could have played it even if we wanted to, because he drew a 1-drop pirate. So basically we freeze him and we play Snowfall Guardian. And we need to just hope he doesn't hit my face ever and doesn't get Mr. Smite. Okay? I mean, this is fine. Honestly, it could be significantly worse than it currently is. I'm just being honest. Mr. Smite would win him the game. Maybe he board locks himself, I don't know. Maybe we're able to, like, miraculously win this game somehow. We need to freeze his face for sure. Hit. Then play this. And then draw a bunch of cards after that, so that way we don't mess up the death rat or the battle cries here. We get Chain Lightning, Multicaster, and Coral Creeper. Don't kill this minion. Just not this 3/2. Okay, this is fine. And by fine, I mean... Well, fine, I guess. It's not great. But we can somehow make this work, I believe. Can we? Can we make this work somehow? Scalding Geyser. We don't have another freeze, unfortunately. 16, 17, 18 damage. We have 18 damage. We can freeze his face. We can kill off both of these. We have to freeze his face. Unfortunately, I think we have to go for survival here. Which means hit here, hit here. Then we can go Chain Lightning. Scalding Geyser. We'll take Brucon. He keeps me alive next turn. Hit this, hit base for 10. And now we just need him to not get Mr. Smite. Just no Mr. Smite. Okay. Okay. No drawing Mr. Smite. You still have more than half of your deck to get through. If he doesn't get Mr. Smite and we can play Brucon, we win. That's literally all we need.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
That's Mr. Smite. I can feel it in my loins. Oh, thank God. Never mind. We win. Woo! Thank goodness. Woo! Off to a good start.